welcome to the 20-Hour Ukulele Challenge, and today I'm going to teach you Hey Soul Sister by Train. This song is super duper duper famous for ukulele. Now, heads up, when Train plays this, they play it in the key of E, and the chords are super ugly. They look like, cricket shapes, and just like they're very difficult things. I mean, when you get very experienced, you can play stuff like that. This is a lesson more for beginners who want to just kind of play the song. We're going to play it in the key of C, which is so much easier, and you can totally still sing along with it. It's totally going to work. So that's how we're going to do it, and we're going to do some groovy strumming patterns. So first I'm going to teach you the chord progressions. There's 2 parts, and once we've learned those, I'm going to teach you the strumming, and then at the end we're going to put them together. So here we go. So the song starts out with what I will call the verse progression. So it basically does 2 patterns on C. So we're just going to brush it twice for now, kind of hold the place. Then it plays 2 patterns on G. Kind of using this funky James Taylor fingering here because it helps me get to the other chords a little quicker. I'm using index on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. So going from C to G, if you want to, you can pause and just practice that change because it might be worthwhile if you haven't played it this way before. So go C to G to A minor. Should be an easy, just move over, and then just put one finger down and you're on F, and your ring finger is free to kind of make a shadow for C. So it should be really easy and fluid to just go wee, 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 especially if you've played a bit. This should be a very, very fluid set of chord changes. So I'm going to pause real quick here, and let you sort of go through that a bunch of times until you feel like you've played through it a couple times in a row and all the chords sound real clean. Okay, awesome. Here we go. Ready to keep going. So that is the verse progression, and that's most of the song. You actually do that on the intro, on the hook, hey, hey, etc., etc. So when you do the chorus, you do a different chord progression. And it's kind of funny. In our strumming pattern, we're going to do some of the chords for 2 patterns, some of the chords for 1, and some of the chords for half patterns. So we kind of split things up a little differently here. So try to pay real close attention to how we're doing that now, because it'll make things easier later. So we start by doing 2 patterns on F. We go F, and then F again. And then we're going to do 1 pattern on G, and then we're going to do half a pattern on C and half a pattern on G. So there's kind of 5 different places that we go. We kind of go F twice, long patterns, 1 long pattern on G, and then we do half a C, half a G. Sort of like, kind of almost gets faster as we go. It's like 2, 1, half, half, 2, 1, half, half. One more time, 2, 2, 1, half, half. And that is the way the chorus goes. And then it kind of ends with sort of like F, F, G, G, and then we're back to the verse. So that's really how the chorus goes. It kind of does that main pattern I taught you 3 times, and on the 4th time it's like 2 Fs, 2 whole patterns on G, and then we're back to the chorus. The verses. Back to the verses. Yeah, that's it. So if you need to, go back and check out the verse progression again, and the chorus progression again, and try to thumb through them both in a row. And if you need to, you can read along with the chord charts and all the things I have for free down. You can use the description box to get to my website. It's all free. It might help guide you a little bit. So I'm going to pause, go ahead and work on that, and come back when you're ready. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, here we go. More stuff. All right, so now that you know the chord progressions to the song, let's talk about the strumming. You can use the life-saving pattern in this. You can just go down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. You can just do that kind of 1-bar pattern through the whole song if you want to. The actual pattern that he uses is kind of like the one we use in Little Talk. So he kind of goes down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. And the way you count that, you're like 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just play that chord progression really slowly a couple times, really even slower than that. And I want you to try to play along with me and really try to make sure you got the stroke directions and the dynamics right if you can. I want you to try to have Try to do that accent on 2 and 4 if you can, and make everything else as soft as you can. You barely even have to hit the strings at all. But that'll make the song much groovier if you kind of have the dynamics of soft and loud going on in there. So, here we go, very slow. 1 and 2, and here we go. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay. So if you need to, or actually, I recommend it anyway, go back, go over that again, use the YouTube app to speed it up, to practice getting faster and faster and faster. Because eventually you got to get this pretty quick and do it with the chords. So you want to make sure it's rock solid. So I'm going to pause, let you work on that for a minute, and come back when you're ready. Okay, sick party. Now that you got that down, now we're going to try to put it with the chords. Kind of slowly, we're going to do 2 verse progressions, and then we're going to do the whole chorus, which means we're going to do those 3 lines where we go 2 patterns on F, a G, and then a half C and a half G. We're going to do that pattern 3 times, and then the long one where we go 2 patterns on F and 2 patterns on G. If it's confusing, just try it once through with me to get a sense of it. I'll go at about a medium speed so you can kind of sense where we are. And I'll hum a couple words here and there to kind of give you an idea of where we are. But the main thing is try to get a sense of this, and then, just like everything else, use the YouTube app, speed it up, slow it down, whatever you need to do to kind of synchronize with it, and do it again and again until you can increase the speed, until you get to about the speed of the song, or maybe even a little faster if you can, because that'll give you, it's good to have a little bit extra speed in the bank if you can. So we're going to play it like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and kind of about that speed. Get in the groove with me if you can. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. C is first. Here we go. C. To the chorus. 1, stay on F. Hey, soul sister, ain't that Mr. on the radio, stereo, the way you move ain't fair, you know. Hey, soul sister, slide into it there. So, that's the basic idea, kind of on the slow side. Let's actually go and do the song. Now I'm going to play the song at speed. I'm really going to sing it, and we're going to do a whole verse. We'll do the whole first hook, the first verse, and then we'll do a whole chorus, and we'll do a hook to get out. So we'll kind of get the sense of all the transitions. So, all right, here we go. Slow it down if you need to, or speed it up if you want to. All right, here we go. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, hey, hey. Your lipstick stains on the front over my left side brains. I knew I wouldn't forget you, and so I went and let you go. there you go. And yeah, hope that was helpful. Hope you try the 20-hour ukulele challenge, especially if you're a beginner. It's a really good way to learn the instrument. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this and catch you in another lesson soon. Peace.